effort by a large group of people. We certainly don't want to hinder or hurt what they do because they do so well with both visual and performing arts. But we certainly think that they bring in some great people that we might be a resource to them. And because we now will be in the Sacandaga Valley region, we would be hopefully benefiting them and enhancing what they offer, and hopefully we'll be able to partner to offer even more things.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm a strong believer in collaboration. I think, as they say, a rising tide, whatever, raises all boats. And if people work together, certainly you can move forward in a real progressive and good way to really create a better place for everyone, I think. So, Wally, I thank you for coming on, telling us about this great project, and I'm sure you'll come on maybe as time goes on to give us an update.
Be happy to do that.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Wally.
Thanks for your support, Mark.
You have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Be safe. Bye-bye.
Mr. Wally Hartz from the Lexington Center Foundation on Light FM 104.7 AM 1570 WVTL. We're going to take a little break. Be back after this.
What if you are one of the 20 million people who have a sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah, an STD.
An STD is a disease you can get from just one sexual encounter. Diseases like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and bacterial vaginosis.
Chancroid, herpes, human papillomavirus, hepatitis, and trichomoniasis.
Even AIDS or HIV.
All of these diseases can cause many risks like cancer,
infertility,
sterility,
and other severe complications.
But there are many things you can do for prevention, like abstinence and limit sexual partners.
Use condoms, get vaccinated, and get yourself tested.
If you have any questions or concerns about sexually transmitted diseases, contact Montgomery County Public Health at 518-853-3531. That's 518-853-3531. Or online at www.co.montgomery.ny.us/public health. This message is brought to you by the Montgomery County Public Health Department.
Well, it's the Chamber Connection, Light FM 104.7 AM 1570 WVTL, high above the hill. Kind of slick out today, though. High above the hill. Rain outside our studios in the town of Florida as we're overlooking the beautiful Mohawk Valley.
I think right now we have Dawn Jobin on the line, right, John?
Yes,
is that who's son?
yes.
And Dawn is the new owner, I want to say, along with her husband, of Nana's Bakerz Dozen. It's in downtown Amsterdam. And she's going to come on the air and tell us, well, she's on the air now. She's going to tell us what's going on down there. You've only been open about and good morning, Dawn. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And you've only been open a couple of weeks, right? So what have you seen? You've seen a good response? I know we had a big grand opening and ribbon cutting down there. We had the Assemblyman Santa Barbara come down and say a few words. I think that attracted some attention to downtown Amsterdam as well as to your bakery, of course. I want to call it a bakery, but it's actually a restaurant and a bakery, right?
Bakery cafe, yes.
Bakery cafe. So what are your hours and what days are you open?
Hours are 8 to 3 on Saturday, work both Sunday and Monday, and 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday to Friday.
Okay, and what's your address in downtown Amsterdam so everybody knows where to go to get some of the best, what I consider lemon cookies I've ever had in my life?
Those things. It's 44 East Main Street in downtown Amsterdam.
And a phone number if they want to call in for an order.
842-4640.
All right, now we'll get right on to business here, and I want to make sure that we tell everybody about your address and your phone number again before we end the show. But what's your biggest seller so far? I know you've only been open a couple of weeks, but what do you find is your biggest seller when people come in there?
I think it's all of our homemade cookies. I bring them out fresh hot 3 times a day. And sometimes when the customers come in, they're still warm when we put them in the bag for them.
Wow. See, that's what you like, is a fresh, soft, warm, hot cookie. And that's what I can't resist. And John told me a little secret about a bakery while we were sitting here. He says if you get a fan and you blow all that fragrance outside,
yep.
Yeah, that'll draw everybody in. So you got to try doing that, too. I know it would work on me. So what's next after that?
Brownies. We have 3 different kinds of brownies, cream cheese, peanut butter, and then we have the plain brownie. We do the homemade muffins. They're fresh and hot right now this morning. They're banana nut muffins.
Now, you're going to be open when I finish the broadcast here, right? So I should swing
It's on
in
the way. It's on the way.
Absolutely.
It's right across the street from our office.
And today we have homemade peanut butter fudge and homemade Snickers fudge.
Oh, holy Moses. You're just making me hungry already. I want to get out of here just so I can go down and get some of those brownies. So do you make you make cookies and things? You do the bread and roll thing too? You make like fresh bread and fresh rolls for people?
We're starting it. We have some fresh homemade bread this morning and fresh homemade rolls. And eventually throughout the weeks, I'll add a new product as time goes by.
Great. And you have specials every day?
I do. We have homemade soup every day. Today's cheeseburger soup. And we're going to feature the Reuben today.
Ah, Reuben sandwich. I love it.
Yes, and we have breakfast sandwiches. They have a breakfast special every morning, $4.99 for a sandwich and coffee.
Fantastic. How much?
$4.99.
$4.99 for coffee
Yes.
and breakfast?
Yes.
That's
It's a deal.
That's a deal and a half. Yeah, I could take 3 of those maybe. So you got any special, considering it's the holiday season? I imagine you're going to kind of coordinate what you cook and what you put on special depending on the season we have. So what do you have for the holidays? Anything special?
For the holidays, we're offering cookie platters. Quite a few businesses have come in already and have actually ordered some. And that brings in customers from whoever's at their meetings. And we're going to do the homemade fudge platter. And any kind of goodie that we have out there, you can make it into a platter and take to your party or your business meeting.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. I hear there's something, you're doing something with a Christmas tree down there. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, it's going to be a hat, mitten, and scarf tree. And if you bring in a hat, mitten, or scarf and put it on our tree, you're entitled to a free hot, fresh cookie. And if you need a pair of mittens or a hat or a scarf and it's really cold out, you can come in and get one. And we just think we want to bring some pleasures to the community. We want everybody to be warm because it's going to be a long, hard winter this year. And we just think that everybody will participate and make everybody nice and warm.
Oh, that's just a fantastic thought that you have there in terms of just giving something back to the community. And you're just starting out, and that's I think that's very commendable. So, again, one more time, if they bring in a pair of gloves, a scarf, or a hat, what do they get?
One of the hot, fresh cookies.
Wow. What if I bring in 4 of those? Can I get 4 hot,
You
fresh
can get
cookies?
4. You absolutely can.
I hope I'm not going to start a trend and get you in trouble here. But, I had to ask that. So do you offer any other products other than the breads? Well, I mean, you said basically that you have lunch and you have the desserts, of course, and the breads and the fresh rolls and things. Anything else you offer down there?
I said, well, we do the breakfast sandwiches, and we have different sandwiches. Next week, we're going to start a Cuban sandwich on some homemade Cuban bread. And we do pies and kind of fruit pies, cannolis. That's a new item. Everybody's been wanting cannolis, so we finally got them in. And little cheesecakes. Everybody likes a little individual. In our one case out front, we have individual pieces of like cheesecake, carrot cake, German chocolate cake. My daughter made homemade peanut butter cheesecake last week. That was gone in a day. So if you want just one piece for lunch instead of buying the whole thing, you can take it with your lunch.
And I could just go in and get a cup of coffee and a piece of cake as well, right?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, people want to order, let's say they're having a party at home or they're having a party at the office and they want to pre-order a large batch. I imagine they would have to special order something so that you can be prepared or for them to be safe that you would have it. Is that something you offer?
Yes, it is. They give us 24-hour notice, and there has been a few people who have, during the busy time here in the holidays, they forget and they come in and oh no, I forgot. Can you put this together? And we've pulled it out together. We've pulled it out and we've got it together for them, and it's pleased everybody. So.
Oh, that's just great. That's a great customer service to have there. Again, we're talking to Dawn Jobin. She's the owner with her husband David of Nana's Baker's Dozen. And tell us again where you're located. Your street number is? 44
East Main Street in downtown Amsterdam.
And your phone number is?
842-4640.
Do you have a web page or anything where people can go online and see what you offer and maybe see daily specials or anything like that?
Yes, we do. If you Google Nana's Baker's Dozen, it'll come up. We're like the first 7 on the page. And you can also go to our Facebook page, Nana's Baker's Dozen.
Now, you call yourself a Baker's Dozen. Now, my recollection of a Baker's Dozen is when you order a dozen, let's say, cookies, you end up getting 13. You actually offer a Baker's Dozen?
We're going to do a promotion for December. Our Baker's Dozen is really only going to be 12 for the month of December. If you happen to get the 13th cookie, your name is going to go into a special raffle, and you can get a large platter of your choice for your New Year's Eve get-together. And then starting in January, we'll just go back to everybody gets 13.
Wow, that's fantastic. So I think John and myself should start going down at different times, buying a dozen, buying the extra, putting our name in there, and then when we do our program here, we can have a platter of cookies sitting in front of us, right?
Absolutely.
And we can pick them up right on the way because, like you said, they're right on the way. They're right on the way. So I heard that customers are sending in recipes for you to try out. I never really heard of that. I don't know if that's common or not. How's that going?
Yeah, I think it's working quite well. I believe that our customers feel like they're a part of our kitchen, and I want everybody to feel like they stepped into their Nana's kitchen when they come in. So that's why I bake fresh all day long. And when they think that, that somebody is using their recipe that their grandmother or their mother or somebody made that's special to them, it just gives them a sense of good feeling, and that's what I want to do when everybody walks in through the door.
Well, it is. It's very homey down there. And again, when I went in for the opening, I was very impressed with the fragrance of down there. Is it aroma? That's a better word. I think aroma, because it was a combination, and I think you got it really, really right down to where it should be, Dawn. I think it's an aroma of coffee and pastry. And undeniably,
you get the fan out.
You get the fan out. There's nobody that could walk by and not just say, "I got to go in." I mean, that's really a draw. That's like baiting.
You know, there's a place in Killington up in Vermont. It's a garlic restaurant, and they have a big fan blowing garlic out the window, and that's exactly what you should do down in downtown.
Really?
Blow
I just can't vision garlic out the window.
Oh, yeah,
but cookies and pastries, I can really. That's great. So, we have about a minute left here, Dawn. Is there anything else you want to tell our listeners moving forward here? Anything else you want to make them aware of regarding? Let's just stop in at Nana's Baker's Dozen in downtown Amsterdam, and one more time, I always like emphasizing, particularly when it's a storefront like yours. Do you have a sign out front?
I do.
Okay.
Actually, my mom and dad made the sign for me.
Well, I got to stop by just to see that, a handmade sign.
Yeah.
Made by the family. This is truly a family venture because your daughter's working there.
Yeah.
Everything is fantastic. So, as the Chamber of Commerce, we always say support your small downtown local business, and not just downtown, but support your small family business because it's so meaningful. This is a career for a family, and for you, it's a new adventure, really. And we certainly want to do everything we can to help you along and make this a true success and make it an endeavor that's going to be really, really, really something you are glad you got into. But give us your phone number and address one more time, too, for the listeners out there.
Our address is 44 East Main Street in downtown Amsterdam, and our phone number is 842-4640.
And a personally homemade sign at the front of it. You can't miss it. And I don't even think you need I think when I went down there to the ribbon cutting, you didn't have a fan then, and I could still, before I got to the building, I could know that you were there. I had the senses that you were there. So, well, Dawn, we do wish you the best of fortunes, and if there's ever anything you need, like all of our members at the Chamber of Commerce, give us a call. We're here to support our businesses of all types, and as a new member, I want to mention that. We're happy to have you, and again, best of luck, and we'll be down to try out. And if you ever have a need to get a person to do taste testings and things, I am available, just to let you know.
I will absolutely do that.
All right. Well, you have a great day, Dawn, and again, the best of successes through the holiday season. Anybody listening, if you have any needs for a holiday platter of any type, give them a call, 842-4640. So you have a great day, Dawn, and we'll stop in to see you soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Zildin of Nana's Bakery in downtown Amsterdam on the main street, right across from the Billiards, right next to the former United Way building, actually the old former United Way building. Here in Amsterdam, the Chamber Connection Light